is a remarkable piece of luck. And one pass. Next one, please. Another piece of luck. Let me tell you this. In a sale catalogue of one of the great dealers in classical antiquities, Kahn, in Basel, sometime in the 1970s, I saw a picture of this spear butt. Spear butts are of bronze. They are the bottom part of a spear, the shaft of which is made of wood. It's bronze because you have to plant it into the soil. If you have iron, it would rust, of course. Bronze is impervious to corruption of that kind. So the business end of the spear will be iron, but the bottom end, planted in the sourdough Greek terms, spear butt in English, is of bronze. Now this is a piece of utter distinction. It looked out of the way in the way it's shaped. We should look at it in a moment. And we got it. We got it at quite a reasonable price if it had not been not here. Now it's about this kind of length. You can see it, of course, in the collection now. Now let's just, the next one please. You see that central bit, you saw it now. It is interesting, the shaping is of course marvelous, I mean, the design. And look at the conception. You see the original ones going back to the geometric period. It would be of a metal sort of tube with a split on the side to fit your wooden shaft in to give a certain give and take. And then, if you like, there'd be a button around it, some dressing, and a ring to hold it properly in place. All this, which in the primitive, early development of this kind of technique of fixing the bronze butt to the shaft, is here imitated in sophisticated form of the 4th century in this piece. And the shaping here and the expansion is really one of very considerable skill and refinement indeed. And particularly this photograph gives you some of almost texture of it, which I think you will appreciate. Next one, please. But it was cleaned here in Newcastle, and we have at least one person, other person present at the time. And then, to amazement, an inscription appeared. You see what conservation can do. But this was not, as it were, because Shefton had a 5th sense that there's going to be an inscription. It was sheer, pure luck, and nothing else. No matter. You see the M over here? And next one, please. Here it is, muck. It is an important piece. I think the interpretation Macedonian is not quite sure. It's very, very likely. I say it's not quite sure because it, of course, implies that whoever issued or put the mark in thought of a nation or tribe Macedonian and thought of that as a unit, whereas normally you might expect at that time to have the identity after the ruling king or whatever it is. Rather, it is quite an interesting kind of thing. On the other, Macedonian is perfectly possible. You have on Athenian warriors the shield Athena, right? And so using the tribe Macedonian, similar way, is perfectly possible. So this spear butt has been much written about and is in fact an important piece. Visually, you saw just now the frill, potential frill, if you look at the shape of it. It is now being redisplayed. It is over here at first put in the terrible and rather unfortunate position, but there's by the London firm of designers who was responsible for the initial initiation, but actually it is this particular occasion which triggered a great deal of frantic and wonderfully successful successful work during the last week of changing, remedying things, and the spearmud also now is exhibited in a way which you can appreciate, which you could not do before. Let us now proceed to the next one. Talking about arms, at least take this, we've got quite a considerable collection of Greek helmets and arms, and even some years ago we published a little booklet, Greek Arms and Armor, from this museum, which we ought perhaps to republish and get more copies available. Just to show, going from the bronze to the painted piece, we see here a fragment of late-ish 5th century red figure vase painting. Comes from a particular kind of shape which was constructed to celebrate the memory of either unmarried girls, and we got an example of that on a part of a grave shaft in the collection at Maryland, or